...2016 is almost over. Well, in fact, it is over in some parts of the world. So to end 2016, I have decided to go out with a bang and a special video. This video is the top 10 items in my Doctor Who memorabilia. Whether it's books, DVDs, audios, figures, or standard miscellaneous items, I will be counting them down now. So starting the list at number 10. So at number 10, we do have Impossible Worlds, a book full of some incredible drawings of Doctor Who sets, monsters, and it tells you how these designs went from drawing to screen. Has some amazing detail in, that almost looks real, but it's actually a drawing. There's some amazing artwork in this book with a load of facts on how Doctor Who monsters came to life. That's not a drawing, that's a picture. And yes, this also comes with some exclusive art cards. That's incredible. A picture of Gallifrey. So much detail on all these drawings. Arcadia, the Gallifreyan war maps, some fantastic detailed art cards. So, moving on to number 9. So at number 9, we do have the Series 2 box set. Now, the Series 2 box set transformed me from a Doctor Who casual watcher to a Doctor Who fanatic. Now, Series 2 isn't the best of Doctor Who series, however, this really got me into collecting Doctor Who merchandise and becoming a Doctor Who fan and more interested in the show. When I got this box set and watched it every day since then, I have looked up Doctor Who and actually followed the show rather than just watched it when it was on. Yeah, Series 2 is an amazing box set. Of course, this isn't the original box set. This is something I rebought in volumes. Seeing as the original box set, I lost it. So yes, all the volumes here, volume 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. My favourite episodes out of the series are probably Army of Ghosts and Doomsday, The Impossible Planet, and The Sanctum Pit. Mainly all the two-parters. There are a lot of bad episodes in this series, like Love and Monsters and Fear Her, but also a lot of good ones. So, moving on to number 8. So at number 8, we do have the 12th Doctor's Sonic Screwdriver. Now, I only picked this up in 2016. I have been a Doctor Who fan since 2012. In all those 4 years, I haven't picked up a sonic screwdriver, but this sonic screwdriver is only £15 and it looks pretty much like the actual thing which is used on Doctor Who. So yes, an amazing sonic screwdriver with 4 modes, 2 green modes and 2 blue modes. It's very hard to get the other green modes and blue modes. But yeah, £15 for this, and it's a really good value. I had got a few sonic screwdrivers before, such as the ones in the Doctor Who Adventures magazine, but this was my first proper sonic screwdriver. So, moving on to number 7. So at number 7, we do have the Doctor Who 50th anniversary stamp collection. Now, this stamp collection is awesome. It has all the stamps which were released during the time of the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who, from the 11th Doctor to the 1st Doctor. Yeah, a really rare item of Doctor Who merchandise, seeing as it's only limited to 10,000. Yes, 10,000 seems like a lot, but with over 1 million Doctor Who fans, I'm so proud to have this. got this for Christmas 2013, and yeah, it has my name on there. And yes, a really nice piece of Doctor Who merchandise with a poster inside with all the 11 Doctors on. Here it is now. So, moving on to number 6. So at number 6, we do have Who Graphica. Now, Who Graphica is an excellent book which I got for Christmas this year. Yes, I've only had this for a matter of days. And yeah, this has some really useful facts on Doctor Who, and I have learnt so much information about Doctor Who from this book. Yes, it's sort of the descendant of Whoology, but this is an updated edition done in a slightly different format. If this video was done before Christmas, I would have put Whoology in the place of this book, but they're pretty much the same, apart from being in a different format. So yes, it has loads of graphs in about where the Doctor has been in London, and yes, loads and loads of facts, missing episodes. Yeah, some excellent facts in this book. So, moving on to number 5. So at number 5, we do have Revisitations 3. Now this was one of the first classic Doctor Who DVDs I got, and yes, it contains 3 fabulous stories. And I say, if you're starting to collect Doctor Who classic DVDs, go for Revisitations 3. It contains some fabulous stories. The Tomb of the Cybermen, the 3 Doctors, and the Robots of Death, all being special editions. So yes, Tomb of the Cybermen, a brilliant story. My first Patrick Troughton story I watched, and yes, this is brilliant. The 3 Doctors, the 10th anniversary of Doctor Who, and yet a fantastic story. And the Robots of Death special edition, also an almighty story, which is superb. So yes, moving on to number 4. So at number 4, we do have Sharda. Yes, Sharda, the Big Finish audio, comes in at number 4, and I'll tell you why. This was the audio which got me in to Big Finish and collecting Big Finish audios earlier this year. It's the legendary Incomplete Story by Douglas Adams, apart from done in an audio format featuring Paul McGann as the Doctor instead of the 4th Doctor. Yes, this is really useful to me as well, because the only Paul McGann I had seen before this, seen before I listened to this, was the TV movie, which is good because Paul McGann's in, but not a good story. This is a good story with Paul McGann in. So yes, Sharda, an excellent audio, which also has a webcast version, which you can get on the Sharda DVD, with the segments which were filmed for the original Sharda with Tom Baker. So yes, moving on to number 3. So at number 3, we do have the Target book, Doctor Who and the Web of Fear. Now this was the first Target book I read, and this is what got me in to reading and collecting Doctor Who books. So yes, it is a little bit worn and damaged, but you can expect it to be that, seeing as it's from 1974. And it's second hand, and I got it for 50p from a charity shop, so yeah, a really good price. It's Doctor Who and the Web of Fear, written by Terrence Dicks, and it has some immense artwork on the front cover of the 2nd Doctor, the Yeti, and a unit soldier. Spine's a bit worn, this whole book's worn, but yeah, it's an excellent book. Really good book. Strongly recommend picking this up. If you want to start reading Target books, this is really good. So, moving on to 2nd place. So at number 2, we do have the first issue of DWM. So yes, I was so proud and so lucky to have picked this up for just £1, and I did a special video when I bought this. So yes, it was only £1 from a charity shop. There's so many good things you can find in charity shops. It's unbelievable the amount of rare items they sell for so cheap. So yes, the Doctor Who Weekly issue 1, which was originally 12p, but this magazine goes for a range between £20 and £50 on eBay, which is incredible because I got this for only £1, and it's so interesting to see how the Doctor Who magazine has changed since 1979, with a legendary comic in the Iron Legion, and yes, some amazing artwork in this as well, and some facts and figures about Doctor Who. I don't really like to handle this magazine too much because if I do, it will go down in value. So, moving on to first place. So at number 1, my favourite item in my Doctor Who collection, we do have Classic Doctors New Monsters. Yes, the Big Finish audio box set, which features classic Doctors but modern era monsters. This is an amazing Big Finish audio. I got it on Christmas Day and I've already listened to 3 stories from this brilliant box set. Fallen Angels, this is superb. A really good story featuring the Weeping Angels. I didn't think this was going to be any good, seeing as I didn't think the Weeping Angels would work well in an audio format, but in fact it is fantastic. Jadoon in Chains, another brilliant Big Finish audio. The Jadoon portrayed in audio, it's amazing. Harvest of the Sycorax, yet a fantastic audio as well. Not as good as these two, but it's still superb. A definite 9 out of 10, whilst these are 10 out of 10s. And yes, the Sontaran Ordeal, which I haven't listened to yet, but it sounds fantastic. The synopsis for this story sounds great. And yes, it features Paul McGann, another Paul McGann story. I have now got more Paul McGann audios than actual Paul McGann episodes. So yes, that concludes my list. What is your favourite item in your Doctor Who collection? I would like to know in the comments below. Until the next time, see you in 2017 and have a happy new year.